the tomb of an emperor of the Northern Wei Dynasty in China, who reigned for 16 years and died in 515 AD. Tomb robbers from different eras repeatedly and thoroughly looted this tomb, and archaeologists found only a few fragments of items inside. Even so, the tomb itself is of great archaeological significance, and this is the story of this tomb. Luoyang, a city in Henan Province, China, has served as the capital of 13 major regimes over a period of more than 2,000 years, including the Northern Wei Dynasty, which ruled northern China for nearly 100 years from the early 5th century AD. In 1991, Chinese archaeologists excavated a tomb of a Northern Wei emperor in the suburbs of Luoyang. Beneath this massive mound of earth, resembling a small hill, lies the emperor's burial chamber, which is over 6 meters underground. To enter the tomb chamber, one must pass through this tunnel, which is over 40 meters long. About 1,500 years ago, after burying the tomb owner and sealing the burial chamber, they filled the tunnel with earth. When excavating, archaeologists discovered a deep hole that led directly to the tomb entrance, clearly dug by tomb robbers. At the end of the tunnel is the brick tomb chamber. The entrance was blocked by bricks more than 2.5 meters thick, but this didn't stop the tomb robbers. They removed most of them and crawled inside. These bricks, stacked along the wall, were part of the ones that sealed off the entrance. The archaeological excavation report didn't mention these two stone warrior statues, so they are from somewhere else. During the Northern Wei Dynasty, it was indeed a common practice to place stone statues in tombs to protect the deceased from evil, but they didn't prevent the tomb from being looted. A thick layer of bricks blocked the tunnel behind these two warriors at first, but again, this didn't stop those tomb robbers. They removed the bricks and climbed over. After forcibly breaking open the stone doors, the tomb robbers entered the burial chamber, which is about 50 square meters in size, about 9 meters high, and had a domed ceiling. The chamber was filled with a thick layer of dirt when the archaeologists arrived. After a careful search, they found only a few fragments of the items. Some of the items date back significantly later than the tomb itself, indicating tomb robbers brought them in. Tomb robbing, though despicable, is not an easy task. Tomb robbers need to eat and drink inside the tomb, and they also need to carry candlesticks for lighting. And they often leave some of these things in the tomb inadvertently. It was through these items that archaeologists learned that tomb robbers from multiple historical periods had visited the site. No wonder there was nothing left in the burial chamber. Over the past few decades, archaeologists have discovered figurines and pottery in many high-ranking Northern Wei tombs. There is reason to believe that emperors would also have these buried with them. This single-chamber layout remained popular for a long time, and the Song Dynasty imperial tombs adopted the same design several centuries later. In the 1990s, archaeologists excavated several tombs in the surrounding area. some of which contained epitaphs that indirectly mentioned this tomb. It was through those epitaphs that archaeologists learned the identity of the tomb owner, Emperor Yuan He of the Northern Wei Dynasty. He ascended the throne at the age of 17, ruled northern China for 16 years, and died at the age of 33. In terms of national strength, the Northern Wei Dynasty reached its peak during this period. However, at the same time, conflicts among the ruling groups intensified, leading to military coups and rebellions. 20 years after Yuan He's death, the Northern Wei Dynasty fell into division and eventually collapsed. It is worth mentioning that Buddhism flourished during the Northern Wei Dynasty. In Pingcheng, the early capital of this regime, the government constructed the famous Yungang Grottos. In 494 AD, they designated Luoyang as the new capital and constructed the Longmen Grottos. And that is what we will see in the next episode.